Half a century after the last human footsteps on Moon, NASA is readying a manned mission aiming to return astronauts to the lunar surface. But behind this moment lies turbulence, delays, costs, and also questions about when humanity will finally touch lunar soil again.
The moon, silent, waiting. More than 50 years since Apollo astronauts last walked its dust. Now, NASA is preparing to send humans back. The mission, Artemis. Its target, the lunar South Pole, a region never before explored by astronauts. This is not just about planting flags, it is about discovery. Scientists believe the South Pole holds frozen water trapped in craters, untouched for billions of years. Water that could sustain astronauts. Water that could be split into hydrogen and oxygen to fuel rockets deeper into space. In short, the moon could be the launchpad to Mars. NASA is headed back to the moon, months sooner than originally planned. The first crewed flight in its Artemis program could make the trip around the moon and back as early as February. The crew of Artemis 2 will not land on the moon but will be the first to travel beyond low Earth orbit since 1972. Artemis 3, currently planned for 2027, will involve a moonlander variant of SpaceX's Starship rocket. The multi-billion-dollar series of missions rivals a similar effort by China, which is aiming for a 2030 astronaut moon landing. The dream of walking on the moon again is alive. The clock is ticking, and the world watches to see if this new era will soar to new heights, or if it will be a race against time, money, and gravity itself. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
A monster storm is on the move. Super Typhoon Ragasa, the world's most powerful tropical storm this year, is wrecking ball of wind and water in different parts. And now it's unleashing its fury on mainland China after tearing through Hong Kong and killing 17 in Taiwan. Nearly 2 million people in southern China have been evacuated. The powerful typhoon hurtling into one of the world's most densely populated coasts. These are the latest images from South China, where powerful winds are wreaking havoc. The typhoon made landfall in Guangdong province, a home to tens of millions of people, and the region where massive parts like Shenzhen and Guangzhou are located. The deadly typhoon battering China's Macau Special Administrative Region and the southern port city of Zhuhai. Severe flooding brought the city to a standstill. China's Marine Authority has issued its highest red wave warning for the first time this year, as the typhoon charged towards the densely populated Pearl River Delta. The storm left behind a trail of destruction in Taiwan. A natural dam holding back a recently formed lake collapsed a day earlier. It unleashed 68 million tons of water, flooding the nearby Guangfu township. These are the images of a major road bridge flooded after a barrier lake burst in Hualien. Several sections of the crucial bridge are missing. Barrier lakes are formed when rocks, landslides, or other natural blockages make a dam across a river. They are normally formed in a valley, blocking and holding back water, hindering or even stopping natural drainage. Many residents in Guangfu, an eastern town in the beauty spot of Hualien, have said that there was insufficient warning when the lake overflowed.
The officers from the Criminal Investigation Unit were shouting along the way, telling the remaining residents that the water was coming and drop everything and quickly go to higher grounds. They urged those who have the second or third floor to go upstairs. Honestly, I can't believe that the kind of scenes we saw on TV during a tsunami in Japan were actually happening right in front of us.
Earlier in the day, the storm lashed the international finance hub of Hong Kong. It brought violent winds that ended up impacting the trees, ripped the scaffolding of the buildings, reaching maximum gusts of 168 kilometers per hour across all of Hong Kong. At least 90 people were injured. 885 people took refuge in temporary shelters across the territory. Dramatic video going viral online, showing waves crashing through the glass doors of a seaside upscale hotel in Hong Kong. Huge waves can be seen gushing into the lobby and sweeping people off their feet. This year has been particularly stormy. Hong Kong typically experiencing about 6 typhoons annually, but this typhoon marking the 9th typhoon so far this year. Climate change is making storms of this scale not only more common but more powerful as well. And as Taiwan assesses the damage caused, Ting Ting Liu taking stock of the situation on the ground.
We are now covering from Hualien Province, Guangfu Township, and I want to take you to see this really very devastating view. You can see actually fresh flood water coming up and flushing down. This used to be a farmland, and far across you could actually see how these houses were basically submerged in heavy mud. And this mud, a thick mud, grey mud, very dirty mud that actually came because due to a lake barrier that was broken yesterday at the top of the mountains. And we are actually seeing this flood water keep pushing themselves down, and this has created a lot of damage to this township right here. We are actually seeing a lot of aid coming into Guangfu Township with including the Ministry of Defense, and we are also seeing a lot of civil defense, police, and basically the help personnel. They are here with all their tools and their shovels and trying to help people out. And right now, we only have to pray for the best. Ting Liu, covering for TVS from Taiwan.
To what extent can you depend on AI? Can AI help you make money? Can AI help you win a lottery? And here's why these questions are being asked. One woman in the United States got extremely lucky. AI helped her win a major lottery prize. How much money, you ask? $150,000, approximately 1.3 crore rupees. That's a lot of money. Here's what really happened. According to a report, the woman in the United States used ChatGPT to select numbers for the lottery. And the set of the numbers suggested turned out to be extremely lucky for her. She reportedly asked ChatGPT to suggest the numbers, and the next thing she knows, she had won $150,000. And you know what she decided to do with all that money? She reportedly decided to donate all of it. She looked at the win as a divine windfall and wanted to use the money to help others, showing that blessings can be shared. She reportedly decided to contribute the money towards 3 causes close to her heart. What an extraordinary gesture, and what an extraordinary story.